And this again is a
Gold Cup P8s.
That's just coming out of the oil. And what did you open? Nothing? You just
Nothing's open. I just flipped it over.
Oh man.
This is something. So won't take that fully apart.
There's a green board in there.
Yeah, that's the card. So I'm gonna put that far away from anywhere I'm working because I'm pretty sure it's fucking expensive.
Okay, good call. Guess you have to take these little tubes off first?
Yeah, so these tubes are off. So now I guess I'll kind of just take everything off to clean it up a little bit. And there's our valve block.
And what is that part?
This is a vane pump, or gear pump.
That's not where you thought the metal pieces came from, right?
No, I figured it would be in this section here.
Well, it is
So
connected
this
to...
is the charge pump, and then it's pretty much open. So it's gonna come out this way.
Oh, look at everything at the top too.
Yeah.
Something shattered.
This was kind of off to the side, like that in there, but the seal ring is gone, and these are worn out. Like it should be a circle, not an oval.
No. Wow.
There we go. Look inside. It's damaged, like bad.
Oh, that's probably the part that shattered.
Probably some of it. Could be a little bit in there, a little bit in there. That's not bueno. Yeah, this whole rotor is damaged. The pin's even damaged. I don't want to touch it because it's going to be sharp.
Yeah.
But it's damaged.
So that thing is in his hand is actually the RDVT, which is a rotational position sensor. So it only tells the computer where the swash plate is. The control on these ones here is that large portion on top of the valve block. So on this one, for these electronic controls, these high IQ controls, the control goes through the valve block. Very unique, very special. Coincidentally, it actually controls a calzone, and so we also have a video of a calzone motor here.
That's not normal, by the way.
To have that come up?
No, it's not normal. But that's because the aux shaft is so worn that it's just coming out. That's the roller bearing. So, obviously you've had contamination run through. Not a crazy long time though. Slight wear. It's not like deep grooves. Glitter.
Glitter?
Well, it looks like glitter. The auxiliary shaft is like definitely garbage.
Yes, but the barrel is too?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to pop that off. I'm probably gonna try to clean that so I can get it through.
Oh, it doesn't come out this way, it goes up.
It goes out this way, but you have so much cake built up on here.
Yeah. Because there was metal in the other stuff, are we assuming we're gonna see damage on the pistons?
It's hard to tell, but there's definitely something that's gonna be probably worn in here. Trying to get this to spin or free up a little bit because there's spring tension. So this is gonna pop forward.
Oh.
Well, it should. But there's a snap ring under here that holds that shaft from going forward.
Okay.
I don't know if maybe hitting the shaft could push that, but.
Oh! You walked away.
I
There
called
you go.
it. I told you it would happen.
We have carpet, so we're good. Not carpet, but soft floor.
There's that snap ring I was talking about. So you got a little bit of contamination on the shaft.
You would say just a little?
Compared to the rest, yeah, a little. Yeah, these don't look very good.
No.
Looks like they're tapered.
It looks like someone like buffed off the full point.
Yeah, like on the outside.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's weird. Willie, come here for a second. Do you see what I see? That's when you go to the clip and it's like the, can you see what I see?
Well, I see a lot of scoring on top of the shoe.
No, it's not what I see.
I see wear on the outside of the shoe.
There's a step. That's not normal.
But this is an 8, right?
Yeah, is that normal for an 8?
There's no pull off. It's kind of rough here. That has to be lapped, of course.
Yeah.
And then check the depth. No, I think this is normal for these pistons to have that step there. And it's not too much wear on the outside of them. Maybe from the damage, from the contamination.
Yep.
It's hard to say.
Thanks, expert.
There's a mark, but you don't feel it?
It's like, I don't know, you can kind of feel it, kind of can't. So it's relatively the same wear. So I'll clean those up and go through them once again. Try to take this apart first. This should never be stuck.
Oh.
So I gotta figure out a way to get that snap ring out without like having to be able to push on that ring, not the aux shaft. So I'll bring it to the arbor press and see what we can and can't do.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that should never ever be a thing. Like that should
It's
no
going
tension
down. Yeah.
ever come out like that. Do that left-handed to show how skilled I am. Don't even need to use my dominant hand. So like this should slide right off, but obviously it's not gonna.
No.
Definitely replace the aux shaft and replace the barrel. The rear splines in that barrel are chewed. You see you got your tip or your point here.
Yeah.
You've got your top splines here that are worn out from the friction between the aux shaft and the barrel. Sorry.
Yeah.
So now we'll see if we can save any of these pieces on the aux shaft. Throw this in the lathe and machine it down. What?
Willie.
Oh, he was like giving a face like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know, this should all be somewhat salvageable. That's definitely not.
No.
That is the hot oil shuttle.
So you think we'll see an issue with this guy?
I think so. I think it'll be worn out. Well, because think about it. When I took the back end and flipped it over, stuff dumped out of the back end.
And
This
so
is
all
connected.
of that oil would go
Yeah,
through
like this
here.
is connected directly to the back end.
Got it.
This is your spool. And that is a good amount of wear. You can see the discoloration. It's not crazy bad.
Doesn't look as bad so far.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. That came out fairly easy.
No marks.
Oh, there's a couple. Nothing crazy though. Yeah, I'm gonna say we'll try to rebuild the hot oil shuttle. So I will clean everything, double check it all. Once it's clean, I'll check tolerances within the our specifications, or I guess the Parker specifications, and go from there.
Okay, so what's the cause of failure on this one? Looks to be the internal charge pump. It's difficult to determine whether it was a pressure spike or something went through it. Could be either one of those. In this application, it looks like there's not just a motor. There's a rear double pump on this that's controlling two other functions. And so it could be any one of those. Could be something picked up from the reservoir, or a filter got plugged and there was no bypass on it. It might look like this was an absolutely catastrophic failure. Well, it kind of was, but it wasn't the entire pump. Luckily, it just stayed in that internal charge pump, and I think the total repair for this one came to maybe about 20-30% of the cost of new. Don't quote me on that though.